Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw here at ILTM Con, as I am every December, and we're here to talk to some of the best and the brightest in luxury travel. I'm with Katie Thompson, who's the Senior Vice President of Abercrombie & Kent, who I just met. I know a lot of people at Abercrombie & Kent, but it's great to meet you. And we're going to talk to her about a big announcement. They're going to be doing a rebranding of the whole A&K brand, and a couple of other surprises as well. We're going to talk to her about that and more on Insider Travel Report. Katie, first of all, great to meet you.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
And so you just announced we were at a press conference here, and something I didn't know. I thought I knew everything about A&K. You're going to be rebranding Abercrombie & Kent. Talk us a little bit about what you're doing and why.
Well, Abercrombie & Kent has always been this wonderful global network of tour operators, DMCs, and sanctuary properties on the ground. But rarely, it never came together as a whole. So a couple of years ago, Christina Levis, our CEO, brought in Peter Chipchase, who's the new Chief Marketing Officer, and I'm the SVP of Marketing, to work on a global rebrand to bring together the whole of A&K. So to bring together the American, British, Australian tour operators and all the DMCs under one roof, right, and one cohesive and consistent look and feel. Many of you might not know, but we used to have 3 websites, the UK, the US and Australia, different websites. We actually had different product, and sometimes a little bit different branding. So it was time to bring the whole family together, go back to our founding acts, Jeffrey's passion for adventure by day, luxury by night, and to really get to the essence of what A&K is all about, and come out with a fresh new look and feel that we're setting ourselves up for the future and those customers of tomorrow that we know are coming along thick and fast.
So that involves a new logo, it's going to be on everything, and of course now you're integrated with Crystal as well, right?
Absolutely. So the Abercrombie & Kent Travel Group is not just A&K, it's A&K the tour operators and all the DMCs, and then under A&K Travel Group there's also Crystal Cruises that came back from the pandemic. Manfredi bought Crystal Cruises a couple of years ago, so relaunched last summer. And then we also have a small tour operator in the UK called Cox & Kings, and then we also have
I'd forgotten about that you were still a part of that. Cox & Kings, that was an old name from there, but I didn't realize you had that.
Yeah, so A&K acquired Cox & Kings in the pandemic, and also a couple of years ago we acquired Ecoventura, the beautiful fleet of luxury expedition ships in the Galapagos. So the A&K Travel Group encompasses various different brands. Obviously the two major ones are A&K and Crystal.
But then there was another brand that you had that really was sort of apart from the group called Sanctuary.
Yes.
And now, your presentation, I realized you're using the branding on that, and that's I didn't realize how much Sanctuary had.
Sanctuary has always been a huge part of the brand. It was just a bit sleeping giant. It was purely in Africa and Egypt, and they were called Sanctuary Retreats, but they were wholly owned by A&K. So now we've decided to bring them into the family, and they will be on the new global website, all of the new properties. Not new, some of them are new, but they're all existing and beloved favourites. And that's Jeffrey's heartland, that's where he came from. And all the different sanctuary properties were built in the places that he knew and loved very well. So they were called Sanctuary Retreats. They'll now become A&K Sanctuary. Okay. But it's really the properties. The properties are the heart and soul, and it's their individual and personal stories that will shine through. So Chief's Camp, instead of being a Sanctuary Chief's Camp, it'll now be called Chief's Camp and A&K Sanctuary. So really we're putting that property name first, and it's really that property-led approach because it's their stories that we want to champion. So you won't see A&K branding everywhere, but you will see Chief's Camp branding everywhere because that's the real heroes. So we really wanted the properties and their stories to shine through, not just to label it all with A&K, but we did want to bring it into the A&K family. So your Travel Advisor Network and the world really understood that these were a critical part of an intrinsic part of the A&K brand. So you have the tour operator at the top, right, the DMCs in the middle, and then all of the properties on the ground.
The cruising as well now, on the side too. In fact, you have Nile River Cruises, I think, is Sanctuary as well.
So as part of Sanctuary, we have all the camps and lodges in Kenya. We have the Nile River boats, and there's a new Egypt one coming in a couple of years. It's already been announced. And then we have a brand new riverboat coming in Peru called Pure Amazon.
Yeah, we heard that back at the the A&K when you had it out in Chicago.
Yes.
Heard about that one, and very impressed, and I'm looking forward to that. And but you're doing all these things. So I love the way you're centralizing everything and really getting people to know the A&K brand. Now, is the website changing? Is the URL different or not?
Absolutely. So abercrombieandkent.com will be the global URL and the new website. And watch this space. It's coming very soon.
Yeah, I know. It isn't quite there yet. It's now
Very
like
soon.
abercrombieKent.com is what they have now, but then
Yes,
it's
but
going to
that
be...
was abercrombieandkent.co.uk. So those URLs will be all redirected to the .com. So the whole global traffic will all be on the .com. So the visibility for all the properties and the journeys that we have will be immense.
Well, that's going to be a great resource for my audience of 128,000 travel advisors. So they're going to be happy to hear that. And we often we cover everything they do. So to hear about, I like to go to one website too to find out all this stuff. Katie, I want to thank you for taking the time. Great presentation today here at ILTM. Always something new to learn. I thought I knew everything about A&K, and now there's something new. But it's really a great move for the company.
Great. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to speak to you all, and thank you so much for your support and your business. We truly appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.